Hey guys, it's Devil. Welcome back to my channel. So, as a lot of you may not know, but the last living veteran of World War I just died. It's pretty big news. If you think about it, there's nobody left on Earth that has experienced that war from firsthand. I mean, it's pretty big news. The last combat veteran died in 2011. The woman that just died was 110, and she served in a mess hall at the front lines of France and stuff. She didn't actually see combat. So the last combat veteran died 2 years ago. So that's a pretty big deal for anybody that has any knowledge of that war. It was the biggest war to date until World War II came around, and it was huge. It was the birth of the machine gun. It was the birth of trench warfare. It was, tanks were invented. It's a pretty important part of our history, and I don't want anybody to forget about it, and I don't want it to fall into the pages of history and just be completely forgotten. So I'm going to tell you guys about the Battle of Belleau Wood. And the Battle of Belleau Wood is important to me and possibly you guys because it's how I got my nickname, it's how I got my screen name, it's how the Marines got the nickname Devildog. So how you guys can kind of relate to that. But the year was 1918. It was the beginning of the Spring Offensive. The Russians had recently surrendered the Eastern Front to the Germans, and this freed up 50 divisions of German soldiers that the Germans were hoping they would use to push the Allies out of Europe and win the war. It's like an early form of blitzkrieg, and the Americans and the Allies were basically trying to position their troops to fight off all these new reinforcements that the Germans had got from the Eastern Front. And so that's kind of like the background. That's going to set the trend. But the first major victory at the Battle of Belleau Wood was when Marine Brigade Army General James Harbord, who was later made an honorary Marine, refused a French order to dig trenches further to the rear. The Marines dug fighting holes where they stood, only deep enough so that they could fight in the prone. On June 3rd, the Germans attacked, and the Marines waited until they were within 100 meters to cut them down with accurate rifle and machine gun fire. The Germans retreated and set up defenses on Hill 204. After Marines were repeatedly urged to turn back, not attack, by retreating French forces, they were already retreating. The famous line from 2-5 was said, "Retreat? Hell, we only just got here." And that line is still carried on today. My buddy's in 2-5 and he just got back from Afghanistan. They say that shit all the time. Don't let them tell you they don't. They fucking say that shit all the time. On June 6th, the Marines led a counterattack across a field that they failed to scout properly. They were cut down by heavy machine gun fire and artillery. When the German counterattack came, Gunnery Sergeant Ernest A. Jansen repelled the attack. He didn't repel the whole attack. He repelled 12 soldiers by himself, killing 2 of them with his bayonet before the others retreated. This was the first Marine that was awarded the Medal of Honor in World War I. At 1700, the order was once again given to attack across this unscouted wheat field against the murderous machine gun fire. Dan Daly, one of only 2 Marines in history to receive 2 Medals of Honor from previous wars in the Philippines, motivated his Marines by screaming, "Come on, you sons of bitches, do you want to live forever?" The Marines took the hill with some 31 officers and 1,056 men as casualties. The highest in Marine Corps history until that time. That was one of the bloodiest days in Marine Corps history up before World War II. At 04 on June 11th, 2-5, supported by the 6th, 23rd, and 77th Companies, attacked the final hill. The Germans made use of mustard gas, so the Marines had on their gas masks. Gas masks at the time gave off a very dog-like appearance. Also, they were running up a hill, so they had to be on all fours constantly so that they could gain footholds, stay low, stay prone, not get shot. The mustard gas also gave the Marines bloodshot eyes, so they looked really demon-like in quality. The Marines fought with extreme tenacity, basically taking the hill that nobody else had been able to take for almost a month. They succeeded and broke through enemy lines, destroying the enemy and pushing them away, taking the woods for themselves and claiming the territory as U.S. Marine property. After the battle, I just got a text message. After the battle, while trying to gather intelligence on the enemy, they found a journal belonging to a dead German private. Within that journal, it stated, "We are being attacked by Teffelhunden. Hounds from hell." In other words, devil dogs. So that's where the legend comes from, guys. Now you know how the Marines got the nickname Devildog. Just so you guys know, I'm often confused with Devildog Gamer. Me and him are both Marines, so don't think that I'm copying him. Don't think that he's copying me. The nickname was given in the Battle of Belleau Wood at World War I. He just happened to have the same screen name as me, even though I made mine first. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't ever let these stories go into history unremembered. Hopefully videos like this, hopefully you guys pass this knowledge on in the future. I know that the Marine Corps is extremely good with their heritage. We are very good with our lore. All the stuff that got us to where we are today, we remember that stuff. We're quizzed on that stuff. Nobody forgets that stuff. But I don't want anybody else to either. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. This is Devil, and I will talk to you later.